postcard from Paradise Falls.
Aw, yeah. So Up has got to be one of my personal favorite Pixar movies. And today you're going to learn a bunch of advanced vocabulary and pronunciation with a hilarious scene where Russell accidentally gets stuck in Carl's house just as it's taking flight. And if you are new here, you should know that every single week we make lessons just like this one with your favorite series, movies, and more to help you understand fast-speaking natives without getting lost, without missing the jokes, and without subtitles. Just like our fan Moises, who says that these lessons have helped him to increase his fluency by 60%. And we're going to help you to reach your goals of confident natural English fluency too. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button and the bell down below so you don't miss a single one of our new lessons.
Photo printer. SD card.
Good afternoon. My name is Russell, and I am a wilderness explorer in Tribe 54, Sweat Lodge 12. Are you in need of any assistance today, sir?
No.
I could help you cross the street.
No.
I could help you cross your yard.
No.
I could help you cross your porch.
No.
Well, I gotta help you cross something.
No, I'm doing fine.
Good afternoon.
Let's skip to the end.
See these? These are my Wilderness Explorer badges. You may notice one is missing. It's my Assisting the Elderly badge. If I get it, I will become a senior Wilderness Explorer. There's a big ceremony, and all the dads come, and they pin on our badges.
So, you want to assist an old person?
Yep, then I will be a senior Wilderness Explorer.
You ever heard of a snipe?
Snipe?
Bird. Beady eyes. Every night it sneaks in my yard and gobbles my poor azaleas. I'm elderly and infirm. I can't catch it. If only someone could help me.
Me, I'll do it!
Oh, I don't know. It's awfully crafty. You'd have to clap your hands 3 times to lure it in.
I'll find them, Mr. Fredrickson.
I think its burrow's 2 blocks down. If you
2
go
blocks
past
down, got it! Snipe! Here, Snipey, Snipey.
Alright, so now we're going to learn all of the important advanced vocabulary, pronunciation, and even some American culture. But before we do, I want to let you know that we're saving all of these advanced expressions over on the Real Life English app so you can study them and never forget them. Our app is where you can experience these lessons in a much more powerful way, with resources that help you to speak English confidently and naturally. If you haven't downloaded the app yet, you can unlock this lesson completely free by clicking the link down in the description below.
Photo printer. SD card.
Good afternoon. My name is Russell, and I am a wilderness explorer in Tribe 54, Sweat Lodge 12.
So Russell is a member of Wilderness Explorers. Now, wilderness, like in the name of this organization, refers to an area in the wild like a forest or the mountains. This is actually a fictional version of Boy and Girl Scouts of America, a youth program where kids can learn skills and also earn badges for their achievements. This is super common for young people in the United States to participate in. In fact, I was a Boy Scout myself. I remember learning how to whittle a stick into a spear, build a fire, and even go on some really fun camping trips. Just like Russell, Boy and Girl Scouts aspire to achieve different badges for their accomplishments.
Are you in need of any assistance today, sir?
So here, we can see Russell is asking if the old man is in need of any assistance. That's a formal way to ask if you need any help.
I could help you cross your yard.
No.
I could help you cross your porch.
No.
In the USA, it's culturally thought of as honorable to help an older person cross the street to ensure they safely get to the other side. However, it's quite funny that Russell is so focused on helping Carl cross something, as if there were no other way to help him, even offering to help him cross his small porch, a small raised area at the entrance to a house. It's like a little outdoor space where you can sit and relax.
Well, I gotta help you cross something.
No, I'm doing fine.
In this context, I'm doing fine means that he doesn't need any help and can manage on his own. It's also a polite way to turn down or decline someone's offer to help.
We're here to help you.
No. Back off, girls. I'm doing fine.
First, you must gain self-confidence by striking out on your own.
Go away. I'm trying to get to shore.
See these? These are my Wilderness Explorer badges.
We see Russell in his full uniform, a cap, a huge backpack filled with all kinds of gear, an orange scout scarf, or neckerchief, and a sash covered with various badges. A badge is a small emblem or patch that represents an achievement. For scouts, badges are earned by completing specific tasks or skills. Now, let's practice connected speech with this next sentence.
You may notice one is missing.
The T sound from notice is between two vowels, so it becomes a tap T, D sound. Notice. Then, the N sound from one is linked to the following word. One is. Also try to reproduce the rhythm of this sentence. He stresses the word you, notice, one, and missing. Listen again and repeat.
You may notice one is missing. You may notice one is missing. It's my Assisting the Elderly badge. If I get it, I will become a senior wilderness explorer.
Russell is missing just one badge called Assisting the Elderly. The word elderly is a respectful way to refer to older adults, usually those who are retired or in the later stages of life. Calling them old would be considered rude.
For extreme mountaineering lore, congratulations, Jimmy. For wild animal defensive arts, congratulations, Brandon. For assisting the elderly, Russell, is there someone that,
Excuse me. Pardon me. Old man coming through. I'm here for him.
Congratulations, Russell. Sir?
Russell, for assisting the elderly and for performing above and beyond the call of duty, I would like to award you the highest honor I can bestow. The Ellie Badge.
Well, as we can see, at first Carl is not willing to be assisted, and he uses one trick we're about to see. But first, a quick question. What do you do to remember all of the new words and expressions you're learning? Like in this lesson, we've already covered some expressions like turn down, elderly, wilderness, and porch. And by the end of this lesson, we're going to cover a bunch more expressions. But will you be able to remember them and use them when you need them? I mean, this is super common for English learners. You get into a conversation, and right when you need that expression that you know you've learned, it doesn't come to you. It's like your mind just goes blank. And then you pause, you try to remember, but the flow of your speech has already been ruined because you couldn't remember that expression. I know that it feels really frustrating to not be able to express yourself in the way that you'd like. I've been there myself, learning 6 different languages. And that is exactly why we created the Real Life English app, to help you to become a confident, natural English speaker. On the app, every lesson like this one, with TV series, movies, podcasts, and more, comes with an interactive transcript and flashcards of the most advanced vocabulary. By practicing as little as 10 minutes per day, you'll be able to remember the new words and expressions forever. And you do this with innovative spaced repetition technology that we've built into the app, which helps to remind you of the word right as you're about to forget it. I mean, can you just imagine what it would be like to remember all of these words when you speak? Imagine how powerful you would feel when English is no longer a barrier in your life. And that is exactly what you get with the Real Life English app. So what are you waiting for? You can get this exact lesson with all the resources I mentioned and so many more by clicking the link down in the description below. You can also search for Real Life English in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store, but for sure the most convenient if you want to start with this lesson is just by clicking that link on your smartphone. So, hope to see you there.
So, you want to assist an old person?
Yep, then I'll be a senior wilderness explorer.
You ever heard of a snipe?
Snipe?
Bird. Beady eyes.
To get rid of Russell, Carl distracts his attention and tells him about a small, annoying bird in his garden. This is a snipe, a long-beaked bird typically found in swamps. Carl describes its eyes as beady, small, round, and curious. He says the bird gobbles his azaleas, a type of flower. To gobble or gobble up means to eat something quickly and greedily.
What do we have here? Look at it. It's gobbling up all my fruit.
Did you notice how Carl dropped the question word at the beginning of the sentence? Listen again.
You ever heard of a snipe?
Can you tell me which word should be put there? Do, did, have, had. It is have. Have you ever heard of something? That is the present perfect tense, which we use to talk about experiences in someone's life up to the moment of speaking. Natives often drop auxiliary words like this in informal speech.
I'm elderly and infirm. I can't catch it.
Carl cleverly says he's infirm and can't catch a bird. In other words, he's not physically strong due to his old age.
Me, I'll do it.
Oh, I don't know. It's awfully crafty. You'd have to clap your hands 3 times to lure it in.
I'll find him, Mr. Fredrickson.
He warns the boy that the bird is awfully crafty, which means it's very tricky or clever. Awful usually means something is very bad. However, here it's used as an emphasizer, meaning very. When said about a person, the word crafty means clever at getting what you want, especially by dishonest methods.
And what is that supposed to be?
I'm just a frightened old man.
Don't listen to him! These ogres are crafty. That is your father painted green. No, it's Shrek, honest! Ow! Take them away!
You'd have to clap your hands 3 times to lure it in.
I'll find him, Mr. Fredrickson.
So if you want to catch a bird or a small animal, you might need to lure it in, which means to attract it or make it come closer, usually by offering food as bait or making a sound. Obviously, clapping 3 times will do nothing to attract a bird, so it might be appropriate to say that Carl is sending Russell on a wild goose chase. This is a meaningless search for something that is difficult or impossible to find. It often involves a lot of effort without any meaningful result.
Well, this is a wild goose chase. There's no one in the car. Open the trunk.
Well, I'll be. I solved a case.
There's nothing but musical instruments in here. I'm telling you, we're on a wild goose chase. Believe me. What's the matter?
Did you hear that?
I thought I heard something.
Oh, come on. Let's get out of here.
Now pay attention to the connected speech.
You'd have to clap your hands 3 times to lure it in.
The vowel in to is reduced to a schwa sound, Then, the T sound from it is another tap T, and the stress falls on the words lure and in. Repeat after me. Lure it in.
I think its burrow's 2 blocks down.
What do you think Carl is referring to when he mentions the bird's burrow? The place where it eats, its home, its cage. A burrow is a hole or tunnel in the ground that animals dig to live in or use for shelter. Birds usually live in nests up in trees or other high areas. However, apparently snipes live close to the ground. Okay, so that's how Carl got rid of Russell on their first encounter. In the next scene, we'll see him flying away in his house. This house isn't just a house to him. It's full of memories of his wife, Ellie, and their life together. They shared many dreams, including their big goal of one day traveling to Paradise Falls. In fact, many regard the beginning of Up, where we see Carl and Ellie's life together, to be one of the most emotional scenes of any Pixar movie. After Ellie passed away, the house became his way of holding on to her and everything they built together. And so, he embarks on their dream journey together with his house. However, Russell has unintentionally stowed away, hidden himself, in the house and gets dragged along.
I've never been in a floating house before. Goggles. Look at this stuff. Wow, you're going on a trip? Paradise Falls, a land lost in time. You going to South America, Mr. Frederickson?
Don't touch that. You'll soil it.
You know, most people take a plane, but you're smart because you'll have all your TV and clocks and stuff. Whoa, is this how you steer your house? Does it really work? Oh, this makes it go right, and that one's left. Hey, look, buildings. That building's so close I could almost touch it. You should try this, Mr. Fredrickson. Look, there's a bus that could take me home 2 blocks away. I've never been in a floating house before.
When you see a balloon rising in the air, it floats. So a flying house can also be called a floating house. When something is floating, it stays on the surface of water or in the air without sinking or falling.
Goggles. Look at this stuff.
Russell sees a photo of young Ellie wearing goggles. Goggles are a type of special glasses that protect your eyes. Pilots, scientists, or swimmers would usually wear goggles. Russell then sees an open atlas with a picture of Paradise Falls. So he asks,
Wow, you're going on a trip?
You go for a walk, but you go on a trip. These are collocations you should remember to use correctly. That's why it's more effective to study new vocabulary in chunks rather than word by word. You can get this and more strategies to never forget new words in this lesson. I recommend you watch it next. So, to go on a trip means to travel somewhere. Let me give you some more examples. You can go on a business trip, go on a hike, go on a picnic, but go on vacation without an article.
Paradise Falls, a land lost in time. You going to South America, Mr. Fredrickson?
Don't touch that!
And again, we see how natives omit the question word at the beginning of a question. What would we use here? Are, were, do, did. Are you going to South America, Mr. Fredrickson?
Don't touch that! You'll soil it!
To soil means to make something dirty.
I feel like I could be indoors all night, could use a fork and knife, and never soil my suit.
Whoa, is this how you steer your house? Does it really work? Yeah.
As we see, to steer means to control the direction. In this case, the direction of the house, in which way it floats. That's why this part of a car is called the steering wheel.
Oh, this makes it go right, and that way left.
As the house tilts right and left, Carl is being thrown from side to side. He yells at Russell to knock it off or stop doing that. We would often use this phrase when we are annoyed by what another person is doing. You can also hear cut it out, which means the same.
Knock it off, boy. I don't have any meat for you. Get down!
Hey, look, buildings. That building's so close I could almost touch it.
Nice example of connected speech here. Did you catch it? Because the word almost ends in a T sound and touch starts with a T, Russell simply merged them by saying almost touch. And then he linked touch with the word it, resulting in this completely linked phrase, almost touch it.
That building's so close I could almost touch it. I could almost touch it.
Alright guys, now it's time to test everything that we've covered so far with these 2 scenes. So you're going to watch again without subtitles and see how good your comprehension is the second time around. And we'll add an extra challenge by having some quiz questions along the way. Are you ready? Let's do this.
Photo printer. SD card.
Good afternoon. My name is Russell, and I am a wilderness explorer in Tribe 54, Sweat Lodge 12. Are you in need of any assistance today, sir?
No.
I could help you cross the street.
No.
I could help you cross your yard.
No.
I could help you cross your porch.
No.
What do you call a raised area at the entrance of a house?
Well, I gotta help you cross something.
No, I'm doing fine.
Good afternoon.
Let's skip to the end.
See these? These are my Wilderness Explorer badges. You may notice one is missing. It's my Assisting the Elderly badge.
What's a polite word to refer to older people?
If I get it. I will become a senior wilderness explorer. Great! There's a big ceremony, and all the dads come, and they pin on our badges.
So, you want to assist an old person?
Yep. Then I'll be a senior wilderness explorer.
You ever heard of a snipe?
Snipe?
Bird. Beady eyes. Every night it sneaks in my yard and gobbles my poor azaleas.
If someone gobbles up their food, they are eating slowly and carefully, eating quickly and greedily, wasting or spoiling their food.
I'm elderly and infirm. I can't catch it. If only someone could help me.
Me! I'll do it!
Oh, I don't know. It's awfully crafty. You'd have to clap your hands 3 times to lure it in.
I'll find them, Mr. Fredrickson!
I think its burrow's 2 blocks down.
What is a burrow? A pile of leaves used for hiding, a nest on a tree, a hole dug by an animal.
If you
2
go
blocks
past...
down, got it!
Snipe! Here, Snipey, Snipey. I've never been in a floating house before. Goggles. Look at this stuff. Wow, you're going on a trip? Paradise Falls, a land lost in time.
You going to South America, Mr. Fredrickson?
Don't touch that! You'll soil it!
When someone has soiled their jacket, they have torn it to pieces, made it dirty, wrinkled it.
You know, most people take a plane, but you're smart because you have all your TV and clocks and stuff. Whoa, is this how you steer your house? Does it really work? Oh, this makes it go right, and that way left. Hey, look, buildings. That building's so close I could almost touch it. Wow, this is great. You should try this, Mr. Fredrickson. Look, there's a bus that could take me home 2 blocks away.
So that's it for today. Don't let this time go to waste. Be sure to practice all of the new words and expressions over on the Real Life English app so that you never forget them. You'll find a special link down in the description below. Just use your smartphone to get started. And if you're staying with us here on YouTube, be sure to give this video a like and also subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any new lessons. And this also goes a long way if you're enjoying these videos to help more learners to find them. And you might want to check out this lesson next.
I was the star in the greatest city on earth.
Guys,
a
listen.
king,
Okay,
loved
look.
by my people.
Let's just be
and
civil.
you ruined everything.
Love. Guys,
If
guys.
the people loved you,
Quit
it's
it up
only
there.
because they didn't know the real you.
Don't make me come up there. I get the whooping on both of y'all.
Oh, I thought I knew the real you. Wait,
let's
Marty,
talk
your black
about
and
it
white
like
stripes, they cancel each other out.